Rule your mind, control your mouth, manage your money. Look, your words shape your life. Your thoughts decide how you see the world. Your feelings guide your actions, and your money shows the choices you've made. Now imagine if you could take control of all these things. In this audiobook, we'll show you easy and practical ways to take charge of your words, your mind, your mood, and your money. You'll learn how to change your life, break free from what's holding you back, and start living the way you truly want. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The power of words. Words are powerful, aren't they? They can lift someone up, make them feel absolutely fantastic, or they can cut them down, hurt them deeply. And you know what? What you say doesn't just affect others. It also shapes how you feel about yourself. Think about it. A kind word can be a lifeline, giving someone real hope. But a harsh word? That can leave a scar that lasts and lasts. The words you speak, even in those little chats you have with yourself inside your head, they really matter. Every single time you open your mouth, you're planting a seed. And that seed, it's going to grow into something, good or bad, depending entirely on what you say. So, you've got to be so careful with your words because they're actually creating your reality. Your words have this incredible ability to bring people closer, to build bridges. But they can also push them away, create walls. If you speak with genuine care, with honesty, and with kindness, people will naturally trust you. They'll respect you. Positive words, they can inspire others, spark change, and really help build those strong, lasting relationships we all crave. But negative words, they can shatter trust in an instant and leave deep hurt feelings. Words are like a window into your mind, showing what you truly think and the kind of person you are at your core. They reflect your values, what you believe in, and your whole attitude towards life. When you consciously choose to speak with kindness and understanding, something amazing starts to happen. You begin to change how others see you, and, believe it or not, how you see the world around you too. The real, genuine power of words? It's right there in your hands. Use them wisely, thoughtfully, to create the life you truly want. Chapter 2. Speak with purpose. Every single word you utter has power. Think about that for a second. And when you speak with a clear reason, with a definite goal in mind, that power just grows and becomes so much stronger. Speaking with purpose? It means you're not just talking to fill the silence, just rambling on. No, you actually think before you open your mouth. You speak clearly, with honesty and genuine care. Whether you're sharing a brilliant idea, offering some much-needed advice, or just having a casual chat with a friend, your words have the potential to really affect how people see things, how they understand the world. Speaking with purpose means your words carry weight. You're not just making noise, you're actually adding value to the conversation. You don't need to be the one talking all the time, not at all. But when you do speak, make sure it means something, that it contributes. Clear words? They help people understand you so much better. If your words are fuzzy, unclear, people might get confused. They might totally misunderstand what you're trying to say. So, just take a little moment, a breath, to think about exactly what you want to convey. Simple and direct language? Often that's the absolute best way to go. And you know, how you say something is just as crucial as what you say. Your tone of voice, whether it's kind and gentle or harsh and abrupt, can completely flip the meaning of your words. A gentle tone can make even the toughest truths easier to swallow, while a rude tone can make the simplest statement sound like a personal attack. When you speak with purpose, something else wonderful happens. You also become a better listener. Truly listening to someone shows respect. It makes them feel heard. And it helps you understand their perspective. And when you really understand someone, you can respond in a much more thoughtful and meaningful way. Being clear and kind with your words? It's a game changer. It helps avoid unnecessary arguments. It clears up confusion before it even starts. It saves you time and, most importantly, it helps you build stronger, more authentic connections with the people around you. Over time, consistently speaking with purpose helps you become more confident in your communication, connect more deeply with others, and ultimately, reach your goals with greater ease. Chapter 3. Silence is Strength in Today's World, which can feel so incredibly noisy and overwhelming. Silence is often mistakenly seen as a weakness, isn't it? But the truth is, silence is actually a profound sign of inner strength. Think about it. Silence gives you that precious time to just think before you speak or react impulsively. When someone upsets you, maybe they say something really rude or hurtful. Your first instinct might be to jump in, to fight back immediately. But if you choose to stay silent, even for a moment, you give yourself that crucial space to calm down, to process your emotions, and then respond wisely, thoughtfully, later. Silence is a powerful tool for controlling your emotions. If you can, stay quiet. Even when you're boiling with anger or deeply hurt, you're far less likely to say something you'll instantly regret. You maintain control over yourself. And that, my friend, is a truly powerful thing. Sometimes silence can speak volumes, saying more than any string of words ever could. If someone is behaving disrespectfully towards you, your silence can be a clear, powerful message showing them that their behavior is simply not okay, without you needing to raise your voice, argue, or shout. Silence also has this incredible ability to help you understand yourself on a deeper level. When you consciously choose to speak less and listen more, you create a quiet space within yourself to think deeply, to reflect. You become more aware of your own choices, the impact of your words, and the consequences of your actions. In a world that often feels like it's constantly rushing, constantly talking, choosing silence is a wise and powerful move. It demonstrates inner strength, patience, and a deep sense of self-respect. Silence can help us reconnect with ourselves. It gives us time to think clearly and stay true to what really matters, our values and goals. In relationships, silence can help build trust and respect. When you stay quiet during a conversation or argument, it shows you're truly listening. It tells the other person that you're thinking carefully about what they're saying. It shows you care enough to not just speak quickly or argue, but to truly understand their point of view. Sometimes, silence isn't just about not talking. It's a choice that gives you power. In times of doubt or pressure, staying silent helps you observe, think clearly, and decide what's best. Instead of reacting emotionally, silence helps you stay calm and strong, even in tough situations. Silence can also be a sign of great leadership. Strong leaders know when to speak and when to stay quiet. They lead through actions, not just words. When a leader stays silent at the right time, it gives others space to speak, share ideas, and feel respected. This builds teamwork and trust. In a noisy world, silence can also protect you. Words can be misunderstood or used against you. Not every situation needs a response, and not every question needs an answer. When you choose your words carefully, you avoid unnecessary arguments and keep your energy focused on what matters. Silence can even bring change. When someone treats you badly, staying silent can make them reflect on their behavior. Your silence becomes a quiet protest that can make a big impact without saying a word. Silence is also a form of self-care. When Life gets loud and stressful. Taking quiet moments helps you calm your mind and feel balanced. It gives you space to reflect, focus, and protect your peace. This is important for your mental and emotional health. As we grow, silence becomes more important. It helps us look within, hear our own thoughts, and notice where we need to change. In silence, we find clarity and direction. It helps us grow into better versions of ourselves. Silence also saves your energy. Talking too much or arguing can leave you tired and drained. Choosing silence lets you keep that energy for things that really matter: your goals, your peace, your creativity. It can even make relationships stronger. In tense moments, staying quiet gives both people time to calm down and think. This pause helps them understand each other better and speak with more care and kindness. Silence is a tool for strength, especially in hard times. When things go wrong, the urge to react quickly is strong, but silence gives you space to think, stay calm, and respond wisely. It helps you protect your dignity and handle the situation with grace. In the end, silence is not about weakness, it's about control. It helps you stay emotionally strong, protect your peace, build better relationships, and face life with confidence. People who understand the power of silence are often the ones who know their worth and choose their actions wisely. Chapter 4. Mastering your thoughts. Your thoughts shape everything you do. They affect your beliefs, your actions, and how you see life. If you want to change your life, you need to start by changing how you think. Learning to guide your thoughts is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It helps you take control of your actions, emotions, and your future. Our minds are always busy. We think thousands of thoughts every day, some positive, some negative. If we don't learn to manage these thoughts, we can feel stressed, distracted, or overwhelmed. But when we learn to notice our thoughts instead of getting lost in them, we take back control. The first step is becoming aware of your thinking patterns and changing the ones that don't help you. Start with awareness. Most of our thoughts are automatic. We don't even notice them. But when you slow down and pay attention, you can spot negative or harmful thoughts. Once you see them clearly, you can work on replacing them with better ones that help you move forward. Mindfulness is a great way to manage your thoughts. Mindfulness means staying focused on the present moment. When you're mindful, you don't let your thoughts carry you away. Instead, you notice them without judging yourself. This helps you create a space between what happens and how you react. In that space, you can choose a better response. Positive affirmations also help. These are short, powerful statements you say to yourself to replace negative thoughts. Over time, repeating these phrases helps reprogram your mind to believe in your strengths and potential. These beliefs become part of how you think and act every day. Visualization is another powerful tool. When you picture your goals clearly, your brain starts to believe they're possible. The more clearly you imagine your success, the more motivated you become to work toward it. Visualization helps turn dreams into action. Be mindful of your environment too. The people around you, the media you consume, and the conversations you have all affect your thoughts. Spend time with people who uplift you. Avoid negativity and things that pull you down. A positive environment helps your mind stay focused and strong. Learn to question your thoughts. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. Many beliefs come from past experiences or other people's opinions. If a thought doesn't serve you, challenge it. Ask yourself if it's really true or if it's just something you've accepted without thinking. Mastering your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your life, so it's important to ask yourself, are my thoughts helping me grow or are they holding me back? When you start to question your thoughts, you can let go of the ones that limit you and replace them with thoughts that push you forward. Thoughts aren't just mental, they come with emotions too. The way you think affects how you feel. If you're often anxious, sad, or angry, take a moment to look at the thoughts behind those feelings. Negative thoughts usually bring negative emotions. But here's the good news. Change your thoughts, and you can change how you feel. One powerful way to take control of your thoughts is by changing your self-talk, the way you speak to yourself. Many of us are our own harshest critics, saying things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." These kinds of thoughts keep us stuck. But when you start saying things like, "I am capable and I am worthy," you begin to believe it, and your life starts to change. Another helpful tool is gratitude. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you stop thinking so much about what's wrong or missing. Gratitude helps you see what's already good in your life. Practicing it every day can shift your entire mindset from lack to abundance, which naturally brings more positive thinking. Letting go of the past is also key. Sometimes we hold on to regrets, guilt, or anger from old experiences. But these thoughts can weigh us down. Learning to forgive, both yourself and others, frees your mind. When you release the past, you open up space to focus on the present, which is where real change happens. Remember, your future is shaped by what you think right now. Your thoughts are like blueprints. They build the life you're creating. So if you want to grow, reach your goals, and improve your relationships, you must choose thoughts that support those things. Meditation can help you master your thoughts. It gives your mind a break from constant noise and helps you reconnect with yourself. The more you practice it, the more you'll notice your thoughts instead of getting carried away by them. You'll respond more calmly and clearly, even in stressful moments. Another part of mastering your thoughts is building mental resilience. Life will always have challenges, but how you handle them makes the difference. Instead of reacting with fear or anger, choose to see problems as opportunities to learn and grow. Over time, this mindset gives you strength to face anything. The more control you have over your thoughts, the more control you have over your actions, and that's what shapes your reality. This leads to better productivity, stronger confidence, and greater success. Your mind becomes your greatest ally. It takes time and effort to master your thoughts, but it's worth it. You'll start noticing improvements in your mood, your relationships, and your ability to reach your goals. By taking charge of your thoughts, you take charge of your life. In the end, mastering your thoughts means becoming the creator of your future. It's a lifelong journey, but every step moves you closer to your dream life. Start today and watch how your world changes. Chapter 5. Focus and clarity. Focus and clarity are two of the most important things you need if you want to succeed. Without them, it's easy to get distracted by everything happening around you, your phone, other people's opinions, worries, and forget what really matters. In a world full of distractions, being able to focus is not just helpful, it's essential. You have to train your mind to stay on track so you can make progress toward your goals. The first step is learning to block out distractions. These distractions can come from the outside, like your phone or what others say, or from within, like doubts or fear. To stay focused, create a space where you can concentrate deeply. Find a quiet place where no one will interrupt you, and set a specific time to work on what matters most. Clarity starts with knowing your goals. If you don't know exactly what you want, it's easy to get lost. A clear goal acts like a map. It shows you where you need to go and helps you stay on the right path. Once you know what you want and why it matters, staying focused becomes much easier. Focus also takes discipline. It's tempting to give in to short-term pleasures like scrolling through your phone or watching TV for just one more episode. But discipline means choosing what's important over what's easy. It's about knowing when to work and when to relax. To help with focus, set boundaries. Say no to things that don't support your goals, even if it feels hard. Protecting your time and energy is one of the best ways to stay on track. Another useful tip is to break big tasks into smaller ones. Big projects can feel overwhelming and make you procrastinate. But when you divide them into small, manageable steps, it's easier to get started and stay focused. Each small step you take helps you make progress. Mental clutter can also block your focus. Just like a messy room can distract you, so can a messy mind. Clutter in your mind might come from stress, worry, or negative thinking. To clear it, try meditation, journaling, or taking quiet breaks. When your mind is calm, it's much easier to focus. Learning how to prioritize is key. Not all tasks are equally important. Some help you move closer to your goals, while others just fill up time. Knowing what's important helps you focus your energy where it counts. Your physical space matters too. A clean, organized environment helps you focus, while a messy one adds stress. Set up your space in a way that helps you stay productive. Another challenge is mental fatigue. When you push yourself too hard, your brain gets tired. It's important to take breaks, get enough sleep, and move your body to keep your mind fresh. Also, be careful about where you place your attention. Multitasking might seem efficient, but it actually divides your focus. Try to stay focused on one task until it's done. That's how you get real work done. Routines help too. When you have a daily structure, you don't waste time deciding what to do next. Your brain can relax and focus on your tasks. Focus and clarity also depend on your mindset. If you believe you can overcome challenges, you'll be more focused and creative. Choose to see the bright side, even when things get tough. Being self-aware is another important skill. When you notice your attention slipping, gently bring it back. Pay attention to when your thoughts become scattered or negative and refocus them on your goals. Like any skill, focus and clarity take practice. But the more you work on them, the stronger they become. Over time, staying focused, thinking clearly, and getting things done will become easier. Whether you're working on a project, making a decision, or growing as a person, focus and clarity will help you get where you want to go. Chapter 6. The Power of Positive Thinking, Simplified Version. Positive thinking isn't just about having a good attitude. It's a powerful tool that can change your whole life. The way you think affects what you do, how you feel, and the results you get. When you focus on the positive, you train your mind to see chances instead of problems, solutions instead of stress, and hope instead of fear. Being positive doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to see the good side and believing that you can get through tough times. It's about learning from challenges instead of giving up. When something goes wrong, a positive person sees it as a lesson, not a failure. Every problem can teach you something and help you grow. This mindset helps you see life's challenges as steps toward something better, not as dead ends. Your thoughts shape what you believe, and your beliefs guide what you do. So, if you think positively, you're more likely to take actions that lead to good results. Over time, this cycle builds a better, happier life. Positive thinking also helps you stay strong during hard times. Life has ups and downs, but when you stay positive, it's easier to bounce back. It reminds you that struggles are only temporary. With hope and motivation, you can keep going even when things get tough. Believing in yourself is a big part of thinking positively. When you think, "I can do this," you're more likely to try harder, take smart risks, and follow your dreams. Positive thinking helps silence self-doubt and gives you the courage to move forward. It also improves your mental health. Focusing on the good reduces stress, anxiety, and sadness. Positive thoughts release feel-good chemicals in your brain, which help you feel happier and even healthier. In fact, being positive can boost your immune system and lower your risk of getting sick. Your relationships also benefit. When you're positive, people enjoy being around you. You're more kind, understanding, and easy to talk to. This helps you build stronger, healthier connections with friends, family, coworkers, and partners. Positive thinking also gives you purpose. When life gets hard, it reminds you why you started. It helps you stay focused on your dreams and values, even when the path gets rocky. Creativity improves too. A positive mindset keeps your thoughts open and flexible. It helps you find new ideas and solve problems in smart, creative ways. Negative thinking closes your mind, while positive thinking opens it up. You'll even feel more energy. People who think positively tend to be more active and motivated. That's because their thoughts keep them excited about moving forward. It also helps with making decisions. When you're positive, you feel more confident and clear-minded. You can see your choices better and make smarter decisions without getting stuck in fear or worry. One of the biggest benefits of positive thinking is that it attracts good things. According to the law of attraction, the energy you give is the energy you get. So when you stay positive, you draw in positive people, opportunities, and experiences. It also makes you more grateful. When you focus on what's good, you notice more things to be thankful for. Gratitude and positive thinking work together to make your life feel fuller and more meaningful. This mindset also helps in your career. Positive thinkers take initiative, solve problems, and work well with others. This makes them stand out and succeed at work. Remember, positive thinking isn't about ignoring problems. It's about believing in your ability to handle them. It keeps your focus on what you can do instead of what's going wrong. It also makes problem-solving easier. When you're positive, you feel calmer and more capable. You don't panic, you think clearly and look for the best solution. Lastly, positive thinking teaches self-kindness. Instead of beating yourself up over mistakes, you learn to treat yourself with care. You accept that messing up is part of growing, and you keep going. In short, positive thinking changes everything. It helps you feel better, solve problems, build stronger relationships, and succeed in life. It doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing hope, courage, and possibility. And when you do, life starts to open up in amazing ways. Chapter 7. Emotional control. Emotional control is one of the most powerful skills you can learn. Our emotions often drive our actions, sometimes in ways that don't help us. But when you learn to manage your emotions, you gain the power to stay calm, clear, and in control, even when things go wrong. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean hiding them or pretending they don't exist. It means understanding what you're feeling and responding in a healthy way. Emotions are normal and important. They help us understand what's happening inside and around us. But if we don't learn to handle them, they can take over, especially in tough moments. The first step to emotional control is awareness. A lot of times, we react without knowing exactly what we're feeling or why. Emotional awareness means paying attention to how you feel right now. It's about noticing your emotions, naming them, and figuring out where they come from. When you're aware of your emotions, you can choose how to respond instead of just reacting. A big part of emotional control is knowing your triggers. These are people or situations that make you feel angry, sad, or anxious. When you know what triggers you, you can prepare for those moments. That way, you can stay calm instead of getting swept away. Your thoughts also affect your emotions. What you think influences how you feel. Negative thoughts lead to negative emotions. But if you learn to shift your thinking to something more positive or helpful, your emotions can change too. This makes it easier to stay steady during stressful times. One simple tool for managing emotions is deep breathing. When you're upset or scared, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart races and your breathing gets shallow. But if you slow your breathing on purpose, your body calms down. This helps you think more clearly and respond more calmly. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Mindfulness means staying present in the moment without judging what's happening. When you're mindful, you notice your thoughts and feelings without letting them control you. Emotional control. When you're more aware of your emotions and can observe them without getting pulled in, you become better at managing how you feel. Instead of reacting quickly or emotionally, you can respond in a calm and thoughtful way. This is what mindfulness teaches us: to accept our feelings without letting them control us. Emotional control means having a healthy relationship with your emotions. It's okay to feel all kinds of emotions. They aren't good or bad, they just are. Rather than fighting or avoiding difficult feelings, try to accept them as part of life. When you let yourself feel without judgment, you open the door for healing and growth. This acceptance makes it easier to let go of painful emotions. Another helpful tool is cognitive reframing, changing how you see a situation to change how you feel about it. For example, if your project is delayed, instead of getting frustrated, think of it as a chance to rest, rethink, or learn something new. This shift in thinking gives you more emotional control. A big part of emotional control is learning to pause before reacting. When we feel strong emotions, we often want to act immediately, yelling, shutting down, or saying something we might regret. But if you can wait just a few seconds, you give yourself time to think clearly and choose a better response. This simple pause can lead to better outcomes and stronger emotional strength. It also helps to use your emotions in a positive way. Emotions, especially strong ones like anger, can drain you if you let them build up. Instead of exploding or bottling them up, try turning that energy into something useful, like exercising, creating art, or solving a problem. This helps you stay balanced and avoid emotional burnout. Self-care plays a big role in managing emotions. When you're tired, stressed, or not feeling well, it's much harder to control how you react. That's why it's important to sleep well, eat healthy, exercise, and take breaks to relax. When your body feels good, your mind handles emotions better. Setting healthy boundaries is also key. If you don't set limits, other people's actions can start to control your emotions. Boundaries protect your emotional space. They help you decide what's okay and what's not, so you can stay in control of how you feel and respond. Empathy, the ability to understand how others feel, is another tool for emotional control. When you take the time to see things from someone else's point of view, you're less likely to get defensive or angry. Instead, you respond with kindness and understanding, even in tough situations. This leads to better conversations and fewer conflicts. In high-stress moments, emotions can rise fast and make it hard to think straight. That's why it's important to notice when you're starting to get overwhelmed and take steps to calm down. You might step away, take deep breaths, or do something relaxing. This stops your emotions from taking over and helps you stay in control. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from tough times, also builds emotional control. The more challenges you face and learn to manage, the stronger you become. Over time, you get better at staying calm and handling pressure without getting swept away by emotions. Journaling is another helpful habit. Writing down what you feel gives you a clearer picture of your emotions and helps you understand them better. It also gives you a healthy way to release feelings, especially the ones that build up over time. Just remember, emotional control is not about hiding your feelings. It's about choosing how to respond in a way that's healthy and helpful. When you can stay calm under pressure, make smart choices, and focus on what matters most, you're practicing emotional control. It doesn't mean you won't ever feel strong emotions. It means you have the tools to handle them when they come. Like any skill, it takes time and practice. But the more you work at it, the better you'll get. And the more confident and peaceful you'll feel, no matter what life throws at you. Once you understand your needs and limits, the next step is to communicate your boundaries to others. This can be tough, especially in relationships where you might have let people overstep before. But being clear about your boundaries is important for creating healthy relationships. Be direct and assertive when sharing your needs, and remember that you have every right to enforce your boundaries. Boundaries are non-negotiable, so it's essential to stay firm in keeping them. Another important point is that your boundaries may change as you grow. What worked before might not work now, so it's important to check in with yourself regularly to see if your boundaries still align with your needs. This flexibility helps you adjust to any changes in your life. It's also key to respect the boundaries of others. Just as you set limits for yourself, others have the right to set theirs. Respecting everyone's boundaries creates healthier relationships, where everyone feels valued and understood. Having healthy boundaries reduces stress and prevents burnout. If you don't set boundaries, you might find yourself saying yes to too many things, which can lead to exhaustion. Healthy boundaries help you manage your time and energy better, so you can take care of yourself and still show up for others. Emotional health is especially tied to healthy boundaries. When boundaries aren't clear, it's easy to feel used, manipulated, or neglected. Setting emotional boundaries protects your self-worth and ensures your feelings are respected, helping you stay balanced even in tough situations. Boundaries also protect your time. With so many demands on us, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. By setting limits on your time, you can prioritize what really matters to you, like personal growth or relaxation, and avoid feeling stretched too thin. Setting boundaries teaches others how to treat you. When you set limits, people will know what's acceptable and what's not, leading to more respectful interactions. Healthy boundaries prevent resentment because they encourage open, honest communication. It's important to remember that setting boundaries isn't about being selfish, it's about self-care. By taking care of your energy, time, and emotions, you're able to show up as the best version of yourself. Boundaries also help you be more present and focused in both your relationships and personal life. Some may think setting boundaries will cause conflict or push people away. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, it actually leads to better communication and fewer misunderstandings. People may resist at first, but eventually they'll respect your limits, and your relationships will improve as a result. Sometimes, setting boundaries means stepping away from relationships or situations that no longer benefit you. This can be tough, but it's often necessary for your well-being. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, so setting boundaries gives you the strength to let go and focus on healthier, more supportive relationships. If others don't respect your boundaries, it's important to remember that it's about them, not you. It shows that they're unwilling or unable to respect your limits. In such cases, be firm in reinforcing your boundaries, and if needed, distance yourself from people who continuously overstep. Standing by your boundaries shows that you value yourself, and won't accept disrespect. Setting boundaries is also key to protecting your mental and physical health. Constantly giving in to others or overcommitting leads to stress, anxiety, and exhaustion. By setting clear boundaries, you create space for rest and recharge, which lets you perform better and manage stress in healthier ways. At first, setting boundaries might feel uncomfortable or unnatural. You might even feel guilty for saying no. But over time, you'll see that boundaries are necessary for your well-being. Start with small steps, and as you grow more confident, you can enforce boundaries in all areas of your life. In conclusion, creating healthy boundaries is essential for emotional, mental, and physical well-being. By setting clear limits and communicating them with others, you protect your time, energy, and sense of self. Healthy boundaries improve relationships, reduce stress, and lead to a more fulfilling life. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-care and a key part of living a life that aligns with your values and goals. Financial discipline is a key skill for achieving long-term financial security and reaching personal and financial goals. It's not just about having money, it's about making decisions that build wealth, help you live within your means, and prepare you for future security. The first step in financial discipline is understanding where your money goes. Many people struggle financially because they don't track their spending. By tracking every dollar, you can see where your money is going, identify unnecessary expenses, and make better decisions that align with your goals. Budgeting is the foundation of financial discipline. A budget helps you live within your means, avoid overspending, and save for your future. It involves setting aside money for necessary expenses, savings, and fun. Budgeting helps you prioritize financial goals and avoid impulse spending. Impulse spending is a major challenge in financial discipline. We're constantly encouraged to buy things we don't need, but financial discipline means resisting these urges and focusing on what's necessary. By practicing delayed gratification, you can avoid buyer's remorse and maintain control over your finances. Building an emergency fund is also a crucial part of financial discipline. Life is unpredictable, and having savings for unexpected expenses provides peace of mind. Your emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses, helping you handle challenges without disrupting your long-term financial plans. Saving for long-term goals, like retirement, is essential. Many people put off saving for the future, focusing instead on short-term wants, but the sooner you start saving for retirement, the better. Regular contributions to retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA help ensure a comfortable future. Debt management is another important aspect of financial discipline. Not all debt is bad, but too much high-interest debt can hold you back. To maintain discipline, focus on paying off high-interest debt quickly, and once it's cleared, redirect those payments to savings and investments. Investing is key to building wealth. Whether in stocks, bonds, or real estate, investing helps you grow your money over time. Financial discipline means consistently contributing to investments and focusing on long-term growth rather than short-term fluctuations. Living below your means is a fundamental principle of financial discipline. Many people live paycheck to paycheck because they spend everything they earn. To achieve financial stability, you need to spend less than you make, save, and invest for the future. Setting clear financial goals helps you stay on track. Goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Whether you're saving for a house or building your retirement fund, having clear goals keeps you motivated and focused. Financial discipline requires patience. Building wealth takes time, and it's important to stay committed, even when progress feels slow. Stick to your plan and focus on long-term success rather than seeking shortcuts. Avoiding lifestyle inflation is another important aspect of financial discipline. When your income increases, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, but that can prevent you from building wealth. Instead, focus on saving and investing any extra income while living according to your original financial plan. Financial discipline means prioritizing your needs over temporary desires. It involves making decisions that align with your long-term goals, even if it means sacrificing some short-term comforts. Automating your finances is a great way to maintain financial discipline. Setting up automatic transfers for savings, investments, and bills ensures that you stick to your plan without constantly thinking about it. Tracking your progress is essential. Regularly reviewing your finances helps you stay on track with your goals and adjust when necessary. Celebrate your achievements and use them as motivation to keep going. Building financial discipline also involves developing an abundant mindset. Focus on the opportunities you have and believe that there's enough for you to succeed. This positive mindset helps you make better financial decisions and attracts positive outcomes. Financial discipline is a lifelong practice. It's not about reaching a single financial goal, but about continuously improving your habits and adapting to life's changes. With persistence and dedication, financial discipline leads to long-term security and freedom. In conclusion, financial discipline is crucial for creating a stable, secure, and free life. By budgeting, managing debt, saving, investing, and living within your means, you set the foundation for success. Financial discipline helps you make informed decisions, supports your goals, and aligns with your values, leading to a future of wealth and peace of mind. Chapter 8. Saving with Purpose. Saving with purpose is one of the best financial habits you can develop. It's about more than just putting money aside for emergencies. It's about aligning your savings with your personal goals, values, and dreams. This intentional approach helps you stay focused and motivated on your journey toward financial success. The first step is to define your financial goals. Without clear goals, saving can feel like a never-ending task with no direction. Take time to figure out what you're saving for, whether it's building an emergency fund or saving for a big purchase. Saving with purpose. When setting financial goals, it's important to make them specific, measurable, and time-bound. Whether you're saving for a house, starting a business, or retiring comfortably, having clear goals makes the process meaningful and keeps you committed. Once you've set your goals, break them down into smaller steps. For example, if you're saving for a down payment on a home, figure out how much you need to save each month to hit that target within your desired time frame. Smaller milestones help make big goals feel more manageable and motivate you as you progress. One key principle is to pay yourself first. This means saving a portion of your income before spending on anything else. You can set up automatic transfers to your savings or retirement accounts, making it easier to stick to your savings plan. A well-structured savings plan is essential. It should include how much to save, which accounts to use, and your timeline for reaching your goals. Be sure to factor in possible obstacles like fluctuating income or unexpected expenses. This way, you always have a clear path forward. Short-term versus long-term goals. Saving for short-term goals, like a vacation or a new appliance, requires a more accessible savings account, such as a savings or money market account. Long-term goals, like retirement, require a different approach, often using investment accounts, where your money can grow over time. Creating a budget is crucial for saving with purpose. A budget helps you track your income and expenses, ensuring you can save while still covering necessary costs. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of your spending and derail your savings efforts. Living within your means is also important. This means spending less than you earn and avoiding debt. If you consistently spend more than you make, saving will be a struggle no matter how hard you try. By being mindful of your spending, you'll have more to put toward your savings and financial goals. Avoiding lifestyle inflation as your income grows. It's tempting to spend more on non-essentials like dining out or travel. But to save effectively, try to resist this urge. Instead, commit to saving a portion of any income increase to help build your wealth over time without compromising your lifestyle. Tracking your progress is another key part of saving with purpose. Regularly reviewing how much you've saved will motivate you and help you stay on track. Whether using a tracking app or a spreadsheet, monitoring your savings is a great way to ensure you're meeting your goals. Saving with purpose also brings peace of mind. Knowing you are actively working toward financial goals, like retirement or an emergency fund, reduces anxiety about the future. This sense of control helps you feel more prepared for whatever life throws at you. Emergency fund building and emergency. Fund is one of the most important steps in saving with purpose. This fund should cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses, giving you a cushion for unexpected costs like medical bills or job loss. Once your emergency fund is in place, you can focus on saving for other goals with less worry. Investing for the future while saving is important. Investing helps you build wealth faster. By putting your money to work for you, you can achieve long-term goals more quickly. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow, thanks to the power of compounding. Even small contributions made early on can grow into substantial amounts over time. It's also essential to understand your risk tolerance when investing. If you're younger, you might be more comfortable with higher risk investments that offer the potential for greater returns. As you approach retirement, a more conservative strategy might be needed to preserve your wealth. Diversification. Diversification is key to managing risk in investing. By spreading your investments across various assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate, you reduce the risk of losing money if one market or sector takes a downturn. A balanced portfolio allows you to grow your wealth while minimizing risk. Investing for everyone. Contrary to the belief that investing is only for the wealthy, anyone can get started, no matter their income level. Investment accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and mutual funds allow you to begin with small contributions. Even small amounts invested regularly can grow significantly over time. Continuous learning and patience investing requires continuous learning. The more you educate yourself, whether through books, podcasts, or financial experts, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions. And remember, investing is a long-term commitment. It's not about getting rich quickly. Patience is key to seeing the rewards over time. Estate planning. As you build wealth, estate planning becomes important. Creating a will, establishing a trust, and working with a financial advisor to plan for transferring your assets ensures that your wealth goes to the people or causes you care about. Freedom and wealth building should be measured by your personal goals, not societal standards. Understanding this can bring peace and clarity to your financial journey. Another psychological element to consider is our relationship with time. Many people tend to think about money in terms of the short term, how to meet their immediate needs or desires. However, long-term financial planning requires thinking beyond today, focusing on future needs like retirement or healthcare. This can feel challenging for those who are used to living for the moment. But changing your perspective to include future goals is essential for building lasting wealth. Patience is key in understanding that the rewards of financial discipline often come much later than the initial efforts. It's also important to acknowledge the impact of financial setbacks. Everyone experiences them at some point, whether it's a job loss, unexpected expenses, or a failed investment. The key is to not let these challenges define your financial future. resilience, and the ability to bounce back from financial difficulties can ultimately make you stronger. Embracing these experiences as opportunities for growth and learning will allow you to make better decisions moving forward. Lastly, it's vital to remember that financial success does not necessarily equate to happiness or fulfillment. While wealth can provide comfort and security, it is not a guarantee of joy or meaning in life. True wealth lies in the balance between financial well-being and emotional health. Taking time to focus on personal growth, relationships, and your overall well-being can help create a sense of fulfillment that transcends financial achievements. In conclusion, the psychology of money is a deep and complex subject that influences our financial decisions, behaviors, and beliefs. By understanding the psychological factors that shape our relationship with money, we can work toward healthier financial habits, make better decisions, and ultimately build a secure and fulfilling financial future. It's important to be mindful of how emotions, childhood experiences, societal pressures, and personal beliefs affect our financial choices. Striving for a balanced approach that includes both financial success and personal well-being is the key to achieving true financial freedom. Education plays a crucial role in overcoming psychological barriers related to money. The more you understand how money works, whether it's investments, managing debt, or budgeting, the more confident and empowered you become in making financial decisions. Financial literacy is the key to breaking the fear and anxiety that often accompany financial uncertainty. When you educate yourself about personal finance, you are better equipped to make informed decisions and take control of your financial future. Understanding money's role in our lives is a continuous process. Our relationship with money changes as we face new financial challenges, progress in our careers, or go through life transitions. It's important to periodically reassess how we feel about money and adjust our financial strategies accordingly. By becoming aware of the psychological factors that influence our financial decisions, we can make conscious choices that align with our long-term goals and build a more secure, fulfilling financial future. To sum up, the psychology of money is a complex yet important factor in how we manage our finances. By understanding emotional, psychological, and behavioral influences, we can create healthier relationships with money. Developing financial literacy, cultivating a positive mindset, and addressing barriers like fear, guilt, and comparison are essential for financial success and long-term security. When we approach money with awareness, intention, and balance, we can achieve financial freedom and fulfillment. Chapter 9. Mindful Spending. Mindful spending is about making financial choices with intention and awareness. It means being present when deciding how to use your money, ensuring that every purchase aligns with your values, goals, and long-term objectives. Mindful spending isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making thoughtful choices that reflect what truly matters to you. This approach helps bring financial stability, satisfaction, and fulfillment over time. The first step in mindful spending is awareness. Many of us make purchases without thinking or considering their long-term impact. These decisions are often driven by impulse, habit, or outside influences, rather than a clear understanding of how they fit into our values. By becoming more aware of where your money is going, you can start to make more mindful choices. This awareness gives you control over your finances and helps you make decisions that support your goals. A key element of mindful spending is recognizing the difference between needs and wants. Needs are essentials for your well-being, like housing, food, healthcare, and transportation. Wants, on the other hand, are non-essential items that bring enjoyment, convenience, or status. While it's important to enjoy life and treat yourself from time to time, Mindful spending requires prioritizing needs and ensuring that wants don't overshadow the essentials. This helps you make better decisions about what to spend on and what to postpone or eliminate. Mindful spending also involves recognizing the emotional triggers behind your financial choices. Many people spend money to cope with emotions like stress, boredom, or frustration. Emotional spending can lead to regret, financial strain, and a sense of losing control. By becoming aware of these emotional triggers, you can make more intentional decisions. For instance, instead of buying something to feel better, you might try a healthier way of coping, like taking a walk, meditating, or practicing mindfulness. Creating a budget is an effective tool for mindful spending. A budget helps you allocate your money to the things that matter most while staying within your means. It lets you plan for both short-term and long-term expenses and provides a structure for deciding where to spend and save. A budget brings clarity and discipline, helping you avoid impulse purchases and focus your resources on meaningful goals. One benefit of mindful spending is that it allows you to enjoy simple pleasures without guilt or regret. When you make thoughtful choices, you can focus on experiences that truly bring you joy, like spending time with loved ones, traveling, or pursuing a hobby. These experiences often provide more lasting happiness than material possessions, and mindful spending helps you prioritize them. Mindful spending also helps avoid debt. By making intentional choices about your purchases, you can avoid accumulating debt, which can cause stress and limit your ability to achieve financial goals. Instead of relying on credit cards or loans for non-essential purchases, you focus on living within your means, saving for future purchases, and avoiding unnecessary financial burdens. This disciplined approach allows you to enjoy life without the pressure of debt. Aligning your purchases with your values is another crucial part of mindful spending. Every dollar you spend reflects what you value most in life. Mindful spending encourages you to think about how your financial decisions align with your values, such as sustainability, health, education, or community. For example, you might choose to support ethical brands or buy products that promote environmental sustainability. When your spending reflects your values, you feel more connected to your principles and contribute to causes that matter to you. Mindful spending also means considering long-term financial goals. Whether you're saving for retirement, buying a home, or building an emergency fund, it's important to make choices that support these goals. Mindful spending helps ensure you're not sacrificing future financial security for short-term desires. By aligning your spending with your goals, you create a clearer path to financial independence and security. Mindful spending also involves being intentional with your time and energy. In today's consumer-driven society, we're constantly bombarded with ads and marketing messages that encourage us to buy things we don't need. Mindful spending requires filtering out these external influences and making decisions based on what truly adds value to your life. This may involve being more selective about the brands, products, or services you engage with, and focusing your time and money on things that enhance your well-being. Another key element of mindful spending is minimalism, simplifying your life by reducing excess and focusing on what truly matters. Applying minimalism to spending encourages you to purchase only essential or meaningful items, reducing clutter and unnecessary possessions. This approach saves you money and reduces stress as you focus on what really adds value to your life, instead of accumulating things. Mindful spending also challenges cultural norms and societal pressures that encourage overconsumption. In many cultures, people are urged to buy more, keep up with trends, and show off wealth through material possessions. Mindful spending pushes back against these pressures, encouraging you to define success and happiness on your own terms. Instead, of buying things to impress others, you focus on what brings you joy, peace, and contentment. This shift in mindset helps you break free from consumerism and focus on your personal values and goals. Technology can both support and hinder mindful spending. On one hand, apps like Mint, YNAB, or Personal Capital can help track your expenses and stay on top of your financial goals. On the other hand, technology can also tempt us to overspend, especially with online shopping and subscription services. By using technology mindfully, you can take advantage of its benefits while avoiding impulse buying and unnecessary spending. Mindful spending involves viewing money as a tool, not as a finite resource to hoard or spend recklessly. When you see money as a means to improve your life, rather than the end goal, it allows you to use it intentionally in ways that align with your values, goals, and priorities. This shift helps you create a more balanced and fulfilling relationship with money. Over time, practicing mindful spending helps build financial confidence. When you make intentional decisions, you feel more in control of your financial life. This confidence allows you to make smarter choices, avoid financial pitfalls, and feel more secure in your ability to achieve your financial goals. With continued practice, mindful spending helps you achieve financial independence and peace of mind. It also reduces stress around money as you align your spending with your values and goals. Mindful spending is an ongoing practice. As your financial goals and circumstances evolve, so should your spending habits. Regularly reassessing your goals and values ensures that your financial decisions stay aligned with what matters most to you. This ongoing process allows you to grow in your financial life and create lasting security and fulfillment. In conclusion, mindful spending is a powerful tool for achieving financial stability, happiness, and long-term success. It helps you make intentional decisions that align with your values and goals, reduce unnecessary spending, and focus on what enhances your life. By practicing mindful spending, you can build wealth, live intentionally, and experience greater financial peace. Mindful spending, a path to financial peace. Mindful spending isn't about restricting yourself, it's about freedom. When you approach your budget mindfully, you're not just tracking where your money goes. Instead, you're choosing how to use your resources in a way that supports your happiness and well-being, while also knowing when to cut back. This balanced approach to budgeting helps you live a fulfilling life without financial stress. Mindful spending also means focusing on your long-term goals. It's easy to get caught up in immediate desires, but mindful spending helps you prioritize what matters for your future. For example, you might decide to cut back on short-term pleasures to build a stronger savings account, or invest in something that will pay off later. One of the best things about mindful spending is the peace it brings. You stop feeling the pressure to keep up with others or give in to social expectations. Instead, you focus on what you value and what feels right for your life. This calm comes from knowing your financial choices are thoughtful and intentional, not rushed or influenced by outside forces. Over time, this practice can make you feel more content with what you have. Mindful spending also helps you live in the present moment. With so many distractions and ads pushing us to buy more, it's easy to always think about the next purchase. Mindful spending invites you to slow down, reflect on what you truly need, and appreciate what you already have. This helps reduce the urge to consume more than necessary and shift away from materialism. A big part of mindful spending is building financial security. By making intentional choices, you're not only enjoying the present, but also preparing for the future. This includes saving, paying off debt, and investing in your goals. When you're mindful about spending, you create a financial foundation that can handle life's surprises. Another important part of mindful spending is cutting unnecessary financial commitments. Many of us sign up for subscriptions or services that we don't really need. By reviewing these expenses regularly, you can redirect that money to something more meaningful. This ensures that your money is being used for things that really matter to you. In short, mindful spending is about taking control of your financial life. By being aware of where your money goes, aligning it with your values, and making intentional decisions, you can build financial stability, peace of mind, and long-term success. It helps you enjoy life's simple pleasures and build a secure future without falling into the trap of consumerism. Consistency. The key to financial success. Consistency is one of the most powerful tools for achieving long-term success, especially when it comes to finances. Whether you're saving, building wealth, or working toward a specific financial goal, the key is to keep showing up day after day and taking small, consistent steps. Financial success isn't about making huge, dramatic moves. It's about creating daily habits that align with your goals. For example, regularly saving a portion of your income, tracking your expenses, or sticking to your budget are all small actions that, when done consistently, add up to big results over time. The key is to make these habits automatic so that they become second nature. One of the biggest challenges people face is impatience. We live in a world where we expect quick results, but building wealth and achieving financial goals takes time. Consistency helps you stay focused on the long-term picture and keeps you going even when progress feels slow. Consistency also means making decisions based on logic, not emotions. Sometimes we make financial choices out of fear, greed, or excitement. But when you're consistent, you make decisions that align with your long-term goals, not fleeting feelings. This emotional discipline helps you stay on track and make better choices. To stay consistent, it's important to set clear, realistic goals. Without a clear idea of what you want to achieve, it's easy to get distracted. Whether it's paying off debt, saving for a home, or investing for retirement, well-defined goals give you direction and motivation. It's also helpful to revisit and refine your goals regularly to make sure they still inspire you. Another great way to stay consistent is by automating your finances. Setting up automatic transfers to your savings or investment accounts ensures that money is being directed toward your goals without you needing to make a decision each time. Tracking your progress is also essential. Regularly reviewing your financial situation shows you how far you've come and helps you adjust when necessary. It also gives you the chance to celebrate small wins, which boosts motivation. Even if you hit a setback, consistency means getting back on track quickly. It's important to remember that one mistake doesn't define your financial journey. What matters is your ability to keep moving forward. Financial discipline is another key part of consistency. It means making choices that support your goals, even when it's hard. Developing financial discipline takes time, but it's the foundation of consistent financial behavior. The power of consistency can be seen in the way your money grows over time. Consistent saving and investing allow you to take advantage of compound growth, where your money earns interest on the interest, leading to exponential growth. Consistency also helps you avoid lifestyle inflation. When your income increases, it's tempting to spend more. But by sticking to your financial habits, you can avoid overspending and keep your long-term goals in sight. One of the best things about consistency is the confidence it builds. As you keep taking small steps toward your financial goals, you start seeing results. This progress builds confidence in your ability to manage your finances and motivates you to make even better decisions. Remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about progress. By practicing consistency over time, you build a foundation for long-term financial success and peace of mind. It may be slow at first, but the results will compound, leading to greater financial freedom. In conclusion, Consistency is the key to unlocking your financial potential. It's about taking small, deliberate actions each day. Through consistent budgeting, saving, investing, and decision-making, you create the foundation for long-term security and freedom. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward.